I have a big update. So my Aunt Beanie, my mother's sister, Shirley Lancaster, moved in with my mother towards the end of my stepfather's death and has been living with my mother in Mitchellville at Fox Lake as of maybe a few weeks ago, but that's changed. Aunt Beanie has, she retired and she has breast cancer so that she could relax, get treatment. My mom has a huge house. But just a few weeks ago, Aunt Beanie and my mother, who she calls Cookie, that's my mom's childhood name, got into a fight and Aunt Beanie choked my mother out. So Aunt Beanie has since moved out with her daughter, or really her granddaughter. The fight was about the sheriff's office is continually coming to my mother's house to serve her with the documents from me regarding the court battles in DC and Maryland. The reason I have to get the sheriff's office to execute service because when I got a private process server, my brother, DC Waters Kevin Gingery, punched the process server, and maybe the process server community is small, but all of them refused to go to the house, and they told me I'll be held liable if someone is hurt, so I get the sheriff's office to execute service. Beanie is tired that each time the sheriff's office, the PG County Sheriff's Office, comes to the door, she's sick and fragile. My mom has her ducking down, turning off lights, hot on the floor, and I think she just had enough and was tired of it and cussed my mother out. And my mother started saying shit, as my mother does to anyone, including me. All the motherfucking shit I do for you, bitch, you better do what I say, appreciate me, you living in my house in Mitchellville. And Aunt Beanie just, you know, she probably had a PTSD flashback of growing up in Deanwood and choked my mother out. So Aunt Beanie has moved out. Aunt Beanie has updated me that, I had the text message from my biological father saying my mom stole $55K from me. And Aunt Beanie calls me, my name is Caroline, but Aunt Beanie calls me Carol. And she's like, Carol, I don't know where the fuck you got that $55K amount from. Roscoe, my stepdad, he left you way more than that. Cookie, my mother, Cookie stole way more motherfucking money from you than that. Let me just talk like her. That's how Aunt Beanie talks. Look at her. You probably could get the vibe of Aunt Beanie. And say, I don't know why Joe told you that $55K. Maybe she told Joe that shit, but Cookie stole a whole bunch more money from you. You make sure you get her ass. That bitch, make sure you get that bitch. So that is today's update from Aunt Beanie.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poorest part.